Do you want to know more about the self-payment gap? Here's how it works. You pay monthly contributions towards your medical cover, and these contributions are split into two portions. One portion goes into your personal account, which we call a medical savings account. This account gives you the freedom to pay for your day-to-day medical expenses, such as GP visits, radiology, pathology, and over-the-counter medicine. You are responsible for managing this portion, and thus it can be used up rapidly, spent conservatively, or even carried over for use in a following year. The second portion of your monthly contribution goes into a pooled group fund, which all Discovery Health Medical Scheme clients contribute to. This fund pays for your in-hospital procedures, chronic medication, and other serious treatments. Notably though, it also covers you if your savings have run out, and this we call the above-threshold benefit. Due to legislation, however, there is a cap on how much of your monthly contributions we can allocate to your personal account. This limitation creates a gap between the amount of funds in your account and the point at which we can start paying for day-to-day costs from the group fund. This gap, which we call the self-payment gap, simply means that you will be temporarily responsible for paying for day-to-day medical expenses until you reach the above-threshold benefit. Here's how it works. Meet Joe, Kim, and their two children. It's January, and Joe and Kim's daughter develops a nasty summer flu, and the doctor prescribes antibiotics. They collect the antibiotics, but also add some vitamins, as their savings allows them to pay for both, even though the vitamins are just an over-the-counter medication. This is an important point. You see, if Joe and Kim buy 100 Rand worth of vitamins using their savings, their normal self-payment gap actually increases by 100 Rand. The year continues. Kim goes for routine tests. Joe needs new glasses. The children get a stomach bug, and by May, Joe and Kim have used up their savings and enter their self-payment gap. According to their plan, their self-payment gap is 2,700 Rand, plus the 100 Rand for the vitamins at the beginning of the year. So, the next 2,800 Rand worth of day-to-day medical expenses Joe and Kim should pay themselves. It's winter. Everyone gets tonsillitis, and everyone gets a long prescription. Joe and Kim pay for the scripts themselves, but, and this is very important, they still send Discovery Health the claims. That way, Discovery Health will know they're working their way through their self-payment gap and add up their bills accordingly. While they're in their self-payment gap, Joe Jr.'s tonsillitis gets worse, and he must go to hospital to have his tonsils removed. Discovery Health Medical Scheme pays for all of it because any approved hospital procedure has nothing to do with their self-payment gap, which only applies to out-of-hospital benefits. June sees the whole family feeling better, and there's some good news from Discovery Health too. The family has reached the end of their self-payment gap. This means that for the rest of the year, Discovery Health Medical Scheme will cover their day-to-day medical expenses at the Discovery Health rate and up to their annual limits. To help them manage their medical cover better in the following year, Joe and Kim now take advantage of Discovery Health's online tools. They also make use of several tips to help them reduce their self-payment gap, such as choosing a plan appropriate for their medical needs, negotiating with their doctor about charging Discovery Health rates, avoiding claiming for over-the-counter medicines, and keeping track of their daily medical expenses. We hope this has helped explain the self-payment gap to you. For more info, log on to discovery.co.za or download the Discovery Health app.